And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nope, we're doing the ascending first.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Yeah, I can't go any other directions. I don't know how different these endings are.
No, it's to the right, my mistake.
Yeah, well, I wanted to go right first.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah, I don't know how different these endings are going to be with this updated gameplay.
Down, right,
well, we'll soon see.
Down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Yeah, I don't think so. Possibly. But down we go. I'm sad.
No,
I don't get to have my book.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Yeah, we've already been through this way, so...
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
And back to normal office.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
to
to
pick
go
up
to
the
the
bucket
meeting
in this
room.
ending.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's more doors.
What? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure.
Yes.
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Find it. Okay, there's many ways to go. Open the door that way.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever... I can promise you, there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh. Okay, I want to do some more exploring. But we're back here again. Oh, the doors are completely gone now.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay, sure. Why not? What could possibly go wrong? Ooh, this is different.
I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Yeah, this is...
No, wait,
dead
never
end.
mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Sure. Why not? Oh, and this is different. I don't like the, whatever that is on the floor.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Not really.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay.
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Adventure
All
line.
right, I've got a solution.
Yes.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Yes, the original adventure line. So now we get to go into these sections. Find any secrets. Because you never know. Well, going off into these sections.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yes. Ooh. What is that? That intrigues me. Anyway, back to the music. If it wasn't for this music, that would be kind of creepy. Whoa, that... Okay, I don't know why my game is doing that. Yeah, definitely doesn't like that hallway.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at
Thanks.
that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. But we don't have any more music. It saddens me. Oh,
Wait,
and
what?
we're back to here
We're back
again.
at the office? No, no, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Okay, yeah, we can go through here now. Don't like how eerily quiet it was. Oh, we're back here again.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, we're back again.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ooh, yay. Going here. That's probably not going to take us anywhere.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I don't think you are. Ooh.
Oh, no, not
Adventure
you
line is
again.
back.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. And we should be fine.
But we have to if we want to move forward. Oh, it's gone now. Damn. Look, we're in this room.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Great.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Oh yeah, the confusion ending.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I have no idea.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Ow, my ears.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
I don't like that. That creeps me the fuck out.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Guess we get to normal
Stanley
broom
stepped
closet
into the
ending.
broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No. Okay, we go here, and we should be able to go back in. I want to stay in here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
There's always a reason to stay in the broom closet.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet fuck all. I like that.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yep.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
What's so bold of you to assume that I have any friends?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay, will do.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Maybe I can.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look,
Nope.
You can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Try going out again. Yeah, I think that's it for the broom closet. At least for now, I think. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, anyway, moving on from the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, no, we are going downstairs to begin with.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
I didn't know that you put no thoughts into my head.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Yep, totally.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Right now,
Then
floating.
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so
gone dark.
much fun, and Stanley
Ooh,
marveled
it's
that
pretty.
he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
gone.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself
Close
to
the
wake
eyes.
up. He felt
it's all
the
dark.
cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress
Still
on
hear
his
my
back,
footsteps.
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
And everything is not okay, because we're still here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss.
don't
I
like
have
the
an
music.
office. I am real. Please, just
everything's
someone
gone
tell
red.
me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh shit.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
And we hear we going.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
No. Well, I mean, yes, I will.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
To be rich is a crime. To commit crimes isn't it rich? Well, life it would be to have just picked one. Oh, I can't flush the toilet. Okay, well, yeah, still the same old thing.
Step.
There we go. We did it. Yeah, we can't go through that door. So we're gonna get the escape pod ending again. Don't know if it's gonna be any different from the original game, but might as well do it from closest. Yeah, there is absolutely nothing to do in here, seeing as the narrator is gone. I'm wondering if there's actually a way to get the narrator into this ending, because yeah, apparently you need the narrator, as I said before, to achieve the quote-unquote ending for this bucket. Yeah, we can't take it this time, unfortunately. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you are now leaving. But yeah, he declined me stairs again, so I'll be right back. Okay, so we are now here, so let's go do this ending. Just continue walking forward, there we go, there's the escape pod. Okay, what's gonna happen? Probably nothing. Yeah, it just blacks out. Ooh. We got a different one.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Here we got a different area. And I actually didn't fall through the floor this time, so yay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Well, fuck you for boarding it up. Okay, let's do this.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Nope, totally wouldn't know it. But yeah, just want to see how different the dialogue would be without the bucket.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Yeah, it's such a shame that I would never know it.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Thank you. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's go down.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Wait, I can press up again?
Whoops.
Ooh,
No.
hold on.
Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Okay, well, I just thought maybe I could press that button, but I can. Okay, this is weird. I don't know if I ever got this ending last time. If this was even in the game last time. Okay, I can't press down again. Okay, this is definitely weird.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Okay. Do we just go back down again? Okay, we're going back down again. Okay, this is definitely new.
Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Okay, oh, we can go back up again. Do this again.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Okay, let's see if there's anything different. Probably not, but... Okay, where's with the music?
God. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Oh, we got a video, god damn it.
Okay,
And
I'm
we're back.
ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Oh great, we're back to this video again.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Okay, I guess that is it for here. So we are going back down again, I guess.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Okay, can we do... Yep, we're going back up again. Wonder how many times we can do this before he finally stops us from doing it. And he's not saying anything. Okay, that's interesting.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a
What's that
minute.
noise?
Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
God.
There
It's going to
we
be
go.
agonizing.
Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley,
No,
it seems like
boring.
nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
This is new.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Well, he's live on stage. Okay, live the guy who went to Mars. How we did the pyramids. World's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed. Okay, this is definitely strange. I was not expecting so much from this ending, or even an ending in general, so...
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
Okay. Let's go through, I guess. To Sage.
All right,
Welcome,
are
Stan.
you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great.
Don't know what I just
be
turned on.
yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you,
427.
Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Okay, congrats, Stanley. Remember where you came from. Oh, and there's the meadow there. Okay, then a bunch of letters and drawings. Okay, let's go through. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's right. And holy fuck, there are actual people here. Okay, let's strut ourselves down the walkway. Holy fuck, look at all the people. Ow. My ears.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Yeah, well, a lot of things have happened since I've gone for all the endings. Oh, thank you. But also, I wanted to check out how different this ending will be with the bucket. So let's go back up.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again.
Okay.
Bucket said nothing.
As the bucket should. Okay, let's see how different it's gonna be. Okay, let's go.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over.
I can just imagine Stanley just slamming his face into the keypad.
Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Okay, yeah, I think that's it for this area. Let's get back into the elevator. Okay, back down we go.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Okay, but we are going back up again.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Okay, let's go back to the keypad.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
God damn it, bucket, you need to give me something here. But yeah, we need to go back to the elevator again. Makes me sad and depressed.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Okay, let's go back up again, see if we can get the bucket to see how impressive the number 3 is.
Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Looks like we're doing this again.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
Okay, let's go through. It's all the 3s. I'm glad they changed something. Ah, son of a bitch.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
Yeah, I can't do it because I am trapped under the map, so... God damn it. I'm gonna have to go through all this shit again. Okay, didn't fall through the first time.
This was it. One
it's all
last
3s.
chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
It's also books with the 3 again as well. Oh my god, I didn't even notice this last time. Oh my god, there's the adventure line, number 8. I played a demo, 427, mind control facility. Oh, there's the adventure ending. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's also mini golf here. Pity we can't play it. Okay, well anyway, let's go up.
There was no one here.
Aww.
Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Well, this was a fucking depressing ending. No, wait. But again, God, I wish I could actually see them, but kind of annoying. They wouldn't let me. Wait. Actually, let me. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, it's a straight hallway through to there. That's right. I also like that they left the bucket there so I can actually get it. But yeah, you actually get to go through here without falling through the map.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
I forgot about this. Hey, that bucket forces you to wait. Also, this sounds like the waiting music you'd hear on the phone when you put on hold.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay, let's go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Nope, we're doing the escape route first.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
But we're still going to do it anyway, so...
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nope, we've already gone this far, so...
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. And down we go. Ow, my ankles. Okay, but we are down here now, so let's get
As the
squished.
machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Yep, goodbye. And... here we go.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Okay, but yeah, didn't quite do that. We got dropped down instead, and probably crushed our ankles even more.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, we got... Yeah, pretty much all this is different now. Without the bucket. It is Stanley's computer. Office layout. We've got corridor. And then we got the two facing doors. And yeah, we got the office, which I don't think we actually see any of those numbers. You usually see above 400, I think. Okay, button sounds. That didn't sound good. Okay, then we've got filing cabinets. Then office computers, which we can all turn off. Oh, and there's the credits here. So yeah, we got model design, original artwork, music, sound design, additional music, and additional voice work. And all the other credits. But yeah, there's a lot of work here. A lot of people that worked on this game. They all did a really good job making this. Oh yeah, there's the boss's office. Cool. Ooh, the clock. Yep, still the same. What's in here? We got lounge. Oh, the underground here. An early version of the underground portion of the game. Okay. Narration outtakes.
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. Where were all of his co-workers? Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise
Oh god, there's
party
multiple
for
narrators
him.
talking.
Always button pushing. Does that sound plausible to you? When Stanley came to this, he travelled upward to the power source at the top of the facility to end this injustice forever. Stanley pushed the orange leaf. Stanley stood on the snow. Still nothing? I don't know. Well, in that case, I'll tell you what. You win. Congratulations. You did it. I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. What do we do now? No, I don't. This Stanley, for sure. Where are you
Okay,
right now?
yeah.
Back on track to where am I?
I'm gonna leave that because there's too many narrators talking. So I don't like that I can still hear them talking as I walk away. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Okay, then there's the copier. Ooh, and plant. And a box. Okay, what's up here? Got some more screenshots by the looks of it. It's cool. Yeah, the Ultra Deluxe announcements. Oh, these were screenshots for, announcing the game's delay. Okay. Cool. Okay, there's also... Oh yeah, because I remember they had apparently cut out some stuff in the earlier game. Okay, early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. Realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Yeah, that still would have been cool. Okay, we got a lounge. More office stuff. Okay, the apartment timer. Previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending. Timer will give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. But picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Okay, then there's the cargo lift. Okay, cool. Okay, this is another version of the cargo lift. Okay, ooh, it's near. Okay, maintenance layout. Okay, that's cool. Okay, then there's meeting room stuff. Okay, what's in here? Ooh, levers. Ascending levers. I can't pull any of them. Sad. Okay, Z ending model. Okay, escape menu. For a long time we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Fortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Okay, so this is apparently a screenshot depicting an early version of the ending known as the Z ending, which was eventually can't merge with another part of the game. Huh, interesting. Oh, okay. Trailers. That's what this is. Okay, that's cool. Okay, this one is apparently the trailer for the original game. Okay, that's cool. There's a countdown room, which is an early version of it. Ooh, what's this? Countdown desk. Well, a desk from the early version of the countdown ending. Okay, the freedom ending is the freedom ending as it existed in beta. Okay, cool. And then the monitor room elevator. Okay, there's another freedom ending one. That's in the game's alpha. Very cool. Okay, where's this way? Game design mock-up. On this level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, a kind of addition piece. Drake of the level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mock-up is still in the game. Yeah, it's very cool. Did we go in here? No, we didn't. Oh, these are some of the notes. Oh, these are the narrator emails. Oh, so they could ask the narrator some questions, apparently. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, we haven't been this way. Okay, don't like the ambience. Okay, Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. First was created in 2011, second in 2012, and the third in 2013. Okay, that's cool. You only got this room by the looks of it.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Turn it off, apparently.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
I was hoping something different would happen if I press escape, but anyway, let's die.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Oh, thank you. It saves me having to put in the freaking code.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yep, that's where we're going next. Okay, let's do this.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Probably not, but we're still going to continue on anyway. Press.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Maybe we never had freedom to begin with, but that's just something to think about.
This mind
With everything else that
control
happens with the
facility,
game.
it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay,
No.
let's go up.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was
Here
the
we
proof,
are.
the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, let's try turning it off first. Hello? Anyone there?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Nope.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, this time we're turning it on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yep.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. What all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Yep, he just died. Yeah. Input. 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 And final input. Hey, there we go. For a reason it wasn't connecting. And here we are. To heaven. As we get to press buttons for infinity. Yeah, I almost forgot about this ending. But yeah, there isn't really much else other than press buttons for all eternity.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting.
Yes, we get to see him again.
Or a photo. He could no longer recall.
Yeah, that made me happy that we finally got to see him again.
Yes, the bucket. Yes, yes, yes. I love that bucket.
Yes, I love it too.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
This is different.
So far off the beaten path.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was a way to do the vent ending again.
That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
There's a lost cat, apparently.
That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office had begun.
Is this going to be any different? Oh, we turned it
think
off.
I was actually just a recording,
Oh,
did you?
that's what I was
What a
going to
silly
say.
and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Oh, that was an abrupt ending. Okay, yeah, I completely forgot that I hadn't done the red door option, because I kind of got distracted by the new content, so we're doing this ending.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay, thank you for opening the door.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
This is a very calming space. Very calming. After all the shit we've been through. But... Ooh, okay, never mind. I'm staying here. wondering what else is going to be new in this room. But yeah, we can't stay in this room for too long because we got an ending to get to.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Nope.
No!
Ow.
Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Whoa, look at all the pretty colors. Oh, this is pretty. But we still got an ending to do, so... Sorry, narrator, but this has to be done.
No. No, no, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
This actually breaks my heart, because it actually sounds sad. Ow.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Sorry, but I can't. We got an ending to get.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No, we just want to get endings, so... Sorry, mate. Ow.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Yeah, this actually makes me feel bad for the narrator. Also, I just noticed I'm walking a lot slower. But anyway, let's fall. And we're now dead.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Okay, so we're done with all the endings I could possibly get, at least the ones that I know of. But, as you see at the beginning, or in this main menu, there's an epilogue. So let's play it. Many, many years later. Oh, we're in the desert again. Which direction do we want to walk? I'll just walk towards the sun. Okay, never mind. Guess we're not walking towards the sun. Oh, this is cool. There's also a moon. I'm wondering, how the hell did we get a chair out here? Let's just sit by the campfire. Seems nice and peaceful. Okay, we're going on to the next one. Oh, we are in a sandstorm. Let's get the fuck away from it. Why are there so many chairs? And how the hell did they get out of here? Oh, get out here. Also, the music is getting a lot louder. And it's now nighttime again. Ooh, it's a full moon. Are we going to see werewolves? And it's now daytime. Well, it's sunrise. It's very pretty. I'm liking this. Very cool. I have no idea what any of this means. Ooh, the hell is this? Yeah, there's definitely something. But there's also this building again over here. Guess it's going to allow us to go near it. Okay, generator. Kind of considering that that's still running. Yeah, this is where we had the Stanley Parable stuff. Okay, I don't like the music when all funky there. And now it's gone silent. It is very concerning. I guess we're going just straight forward. Okay, are we following this cord? Okay, what the hell is this? It's a review. Oh, this is a Cookie 9's blog, the one where, that we saw before. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna read the entire thing, but you guys can read that yourselves. What's this? Oh, cat dog born. Yeah, I guess we're going off this way. Ooh, buttons.
Jim.
They're still saying Jim.
Jim.
Oh, that's hilarious. There's another, thing. Okay, so yeah, you guys can pause and read if you want to look at that. Okay, again, following the cord. Or Jim's.
Jim. Stanley. Jim.
Wait,
Stanley.
there's one that says Stanley.
Stanley.
That's cool. Okay, let's head on through here. What is this? Looks very pretty. Oh, the figurines. Yay, I get more of them. Just what I need. Hell yeah. But I guess we're going down. Oh, this sounds fucking creepy. Oh, okay. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Aw, that's cute. Yeah, definitely been liking the new content. Okay, what is this? Computer? Oh, we can actually go onto it. Hello again. Yes, we get to see you again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Pressure preserve the integrity of the franchise. What nonsense. Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run the franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not that. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. Oh no. It's simple. All you do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead. Try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. Okay. What are we going to do? Okay, I want to do No More 427. That sounds cool. Stanley Parable 3. No More 427. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you start the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1. And then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. You need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again, with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say in it as well. Let's do it. Good, then it's agreed. You say go every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you Sonic as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. Wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Right there, the achievement machine is all fixed. See? I'm on your side now. We're in this together. We're gonna keep this train rolling. Stanley Parable cannot end. It's only a spiral in on itself forever. Let's keep the wheel turning. Are ready? Are you ready? Great, it's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. Aw. Okay. Okay, so as I'm playing this, it is now 10:03 AM. Please adjust the slider. Oh, I accidentally clicked off that. There we go. Stanley Parable 3. No more 427. And there's a car. Okay, we start it again. We get more options now. Okay, I'm doing the curse of the swimming pool. Because what's more said than that? Oh, that's cool. Even the main menu changes.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Yay, we got it. Hey, there it goes.
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it, I swear. It was broken just a second ago.
Yep.
Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being
I think
watched?
so.
Oh, God. Composure, composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
Now you know how I feel. Yeah, it makes me wonder, who is the person we were talking to, like, at the beginning of the game? If that wasn't the narrator. So many more mysteries.
But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I wonder what happens if we pick this one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Oh, wait. You got the actual picture changed to the had the...
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Wait, the picture's changed to have the balloons in them. Was it always like that? But yeah, we got the Happy 12th birthday now. One that I actually wanted. But either I've pretty much played through the entire game already. But also I'm wondering... are we going to have some sort of paradox? Because we already got the bucket. Yeah.
Wait, there are 2 buckets here? How did you get a second
we've already
bucket?
been here.
Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me?
Ow.
Stanley!
Where did my bucket go?
Oh, thank
No.
God. I didn't lose you. Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too
My
much.
bucket.
I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket
How could
meant
you
to
do this to me?
but I couldn't take the risk. I hope one day you can forgive me.
No, fuck you. My poor bucket. You deserve better.
You're ready?
Okay, so apparently I did miss an ending with this.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
You actually did change it, mostly infinite hole, but I don't know why I didn't think to do this, but yeah, we could go back in the hole, which I don't know why I didn't think to do it.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
That's what she said.
Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this
did.
time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole. I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Okay, going.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
I haven't. Let's go back in.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Okay, yeah, definitely getting shorter.
Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Now you can... Oh,
Well, there it is. The shame of my life. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with
Didn't mean to
holes,
skip over
but
your
at this
dialogue.
depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
it's not working.
Is the, teleport button not
No.
working? You sure?
Nope.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
Yeah, still not working.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye,
Just leave
Stanley.
me here.
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley.
Screw you.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest.
Well, we're stuck here. Can we just teleport out? The fuck was that? Narrator? Something's happening. Can you come save me? I don't like this. I want to get out. Me out, thieves. We're moving. We're moving. Yeah. I don't like this. Kinda scared of what's gonna happen. Narrator, can you help me? I didn't like the music of it so far. First, I have to change our perspective. Whoa, okay. Okay, we can change our perspective. Definitely don't need a close-up of our face. Okay, just repeating. Oh, we can use D to change our perspective now as well. Oh, it's perception, not perspective. Oh, definitely liking this. Okay, what about this? I don't like this. Can we change it? Ow, my ears. Okay, never mind. I want to change it. What the fuck is this? What is this song? What the fuck is this? Okay, but we can change our reality apparently. Whoa. Oh, that is creepy. Okay, it is underground. Puppies! Oh my god, that's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna change the song. Never mind. Okay, luckily we got puppies on our screen to cancel that out. Okay, anyway, I'm moving on from that. I don't want that one. Okay, we got some crows. What? Ow, my ears. These are all really weird. I wonder how many sounds they got in this. And all these are really weird and all creepy. We've got some like sort of ambience. It sounds like it was from like a sci-fi horror movie. Okay, now it's finally repeating. Okay. I like this one, so let's change your reality. Ooh, this one's cool. This definitely fits the music as well. Ooh, we get blue. Whatever that is. Ooh, ocean. Like that one. Oh, got those things popping up again. We got pyramids, a green field, airplane. Now we those painting. Okay, and yeah, we just repeated. But I want to change back to the puppies. Yay! Okay, what about this? Okay. Oh, okay, we can change ourselves, so we can become like a robot. Doing a handstand on our head, a bobblehead, a stand-up Stanley, a cartoon of Stanley, the error, a sketch of him, whatever the fuck that is, and we're back to Stanley again. Oh,
Stanley?
they're ready, finally back. Oh.
Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here
Oh,
in
great.
this hole. And I'm looking forward to
Not really.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Well. Oop, here we go again. Oh, and that's the end. Okay, and with that, that is the Stanley Parable. I really enjoyed this. There's a lot more new stuff than I thought there was going to be. I had a lot of fun with it. Definitely liking the new experience of it. And the fact that they still kept in a lot of the original stuff as well. And even changed up some of it, like the games ending, where they had Firewatch and Rocket League instead. Very surprising, but really good. If you guys want to play this game for yourself, it's on Steam, and I don't know what other platforms. But yeah, I know there is definitely stuff that I missed, because with this game there is a lot of secrets. So, yeah. I really hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. I definitely enjoyed playing the game. And yeah, can't wait to see what the other devs have in store for us in the future. So, yeah. I'll see you guys later.